Good afternoon, everybody. Give me just a second. Just a second. We're going to get my cat up here. Ready? Oh, good. Nike, right here. Come here. Water. Come on. Drink some water. You need that. I just realized I was on mute. I have no idea how long I have been muted. Good afternoon, everybody. Don't since I don't know how long I was muted for, whether or not it's like the whole time or not, we're just gonna tell you guys a little bit about what happened. So my cat, he was like massively overheating, because we were outside on a walk. I went to get some lunch, and you know, he comes in the car with me as like a form of training so that he gets used to being in the car. And afterwards, he wanted to go for a walk. So I'm like, sure, you know what? He was a good boy. He stayed in. He didn't meow at all. He just chilled. So I let him go for a walk. And like he does cat things. He runs around. He catches bugs. He had a grasshopper. I caught the tail end of seeing him eat a grasshopper. Like that thing was like stuck in his mouth. And before I could be like, hey, get that out, he swallowed it whole. But anyways, he overheated because it's getting hot outside. Like right now, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's hot. So he overheated. I had to take him back inside. He did not like it. He wanted to stay outside. But he was burning up. Like his fur was hot. You know, when I put him down on the road so that he could walk the rest of the way, he just laid right down on the fucking road. That thing's dirty as shit. I'm like, bro, do not lay down like that. Yeah, anyways, you know, he overheated, so I'm trying to get him to drink some water. Like, that's the important thing. When you overheat, you gotta drink some liquid. You gotta get that aqua. Speaking of drinking liquid, I forgot. I have a energy drink that I need to get really quickly. I will be right back. Okay. Got my energy drink. I'm trying Rockstar. It's been a long ass time since I have had a Rockstar. I only just started having energy drinks again recently because I've been super fucking tired. I've been doing a lot. I've been doing a shit ton of stuff, and it's been exhausting. No, someone did not say Aqua from Konosuba. We don't talk about useless goddesses in this household. Thank you very much. Eris is the only goddess for me. I don't care if she pads her chest. We talk about Wiz. Wiz is best girl. She's not a goddess, but she is best girl and breast girl, which makes her even better. So I popped into Genshin Impact the other day and realized there's an event going on, and I have only 4 days to do this thing. So we're doing this event. Because I want Primogens. You know, so when I actually get, like, a character I want to pull for, I don't have to, like, panic. Alright, so I'm destroying targets. Whoosh! Oh, this is easy. What's that? Do I not do anything with these targets? Oh, no. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay. So I actually control the eagle. That one demon girl from Megumin's homeland. Give me a second. I will in just a second. I'm going to I will respond. I want to make sure that I get this correct. Woo! Ow. You know, this kind of reminds me of is like old school Galactica, Battlestar Galactica. I don't know if you ever played that game. It's an old game. Like back when arcades were a thing. Ooh! Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is definitely giving me Battlestar Galactica vibes right here. Aru, you're talking about the Chuni girl, right? The one who's super fucking Chunibyo? Like, they're all... Every girl there was, like, Chuni as fuck, but she was extra Chuni. Gunmi ship from Kane. Probably. I can see it. I can see that too. The Battlestar Galactica, I only get those vibes when we're doing the top view. Woo! So, and we're just gonna move from one challenge to the next. After obtaining the Cyclone Shield, multiple wind vortexes will be created around the Falcon. Okay. Alright, and I didn't realize it at first, but yes, you can in fact control the Falcon. What does this say? Oh, I don't really need that, but okay. So best girl is Wiz. Low key is Arue. C and what? It's interesting because among the three, the one I like the most is actually Megumin. Like, Darkness is arguably the hottest. Like, indisputably, she is the hottest. But like the one I like the most is Megumin. I think it's because she's just the funniest. Like, she's fucking hilarious. Bears beats battle. I'm glad you also got those Battlestar Galactica vibes with this one. Kind of stupid simple, though. And that's a game? I've never played that before. What kind of game is that? Signal interference. Actions will be the opposite. So basically, if I want to move left, I move right. And if I want to move right, I move left. If I want to go up, I go down. If I want to go down, I go up. Okay. I'm not going to get this. I'm probably going to fuck... Yep, there we go. Fucked up somehow. Now this is pod racing. Ooh. I will say, I forgot why I'm doing this. I know I get shit. I get like primogens, but I don't remember what the story was with this mission, with this quest, or this mini game, whatever you want to call it. Oh. Whoosh. An old MMO featuring all the... That's a that sounds wild. I played I didn't play. I watched a lot of old 90s Cartoon Network cartoons. I remember there was Samurai Jack, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Edd n Eddy. What else was there? Press E to release a powerful strike. Oh, that is a powerful strike. What the mother... That's like a wind beam. Huh? Ah, missed it. I think I still did pretty good. Don't think I'll have to worry. So I can't imagine that Fusion Fall is still active though. Like unless someone created like a closed server for it maybe. The number keys aren't here either. The momentum of the attack. I don't even know what that means, but whatever. Alright, next mission. Wait, don't tell me. Did I just choose that to do like I did? No, I did not. We're good, never mind. I don't remember. I've never watched Imaginary Friends. But I know about it. Oh, different angle. Okay. Isn't but through... Okay, so it's a private server then. You're playing... Oh, you're playing Genshin right now. Welcome, my Jonas. Some good stuff. Are you playing the new limited time event? All right, where are we right now? Okay. We're still yes, we're still playing, I think. Yep, we're doing the top view now. Oh. You lost your 50-50? That sucks. That really sucks. I'm still not even gonna be pulling, honestly. Eula. That's my guess. And done. No. Okay. So let's see. There's each banner has a very specific character, and then you only get normal characters. So Varka. Instant X. Vaporize. Dia? I have no idea. I thought I already did accept your friend. Give me a second. Friend request. Friend request. Friends. Oh, you know what? That's wild. I think it's because I haven't been on here. Like, I have not been playing, so the idea to accept a friend request didn't occur to me. I apologize. Oh, cat's in his bag. Hang on, we're gonna grab the cat. This really is like his favorite spot. Like he just loves it in his little bag. I'm grateful, but at the same time, like it's hard when I want to take him out and all he wants to do is sit in his little bag. All right. So this is my girl. Let me see here. Can I change this? Cancel path. I'm probably not even going to take this anyways. It doesn't matter to me. But like I don't intend on making any wishes right now. Oh, congrats. I'm glad it works. Kind of cool that it actually works on your gamepad. What was I doing now? We're gonna take this was it. So let me see, which ones of these did I do? I think I did not this one. I did this one. And I did all of these. So we're gonna grab all of these. The sword that I just picked up was your first. I don't even think I have it, but I think it's a good sword for Jean. A chat over drinks. I don't mind chatting with a mommy over drinks. Do.
Hello there, honorary knight and the helper in white.
Oh, they're actually talking.
It's so nice to meet you, honorary knight and Lady Paimon.
Oh, they're kind of this one. This one right here is kind of cute. I like her hair.
And nice to meet you, Glenfidia.
Glenfidia.
By the looks of things, you're about ready to open?
Indeed. Thanks to some help from the angel's share and the cat's tail, our drink stand is ready to go.
I'm gonna
Besides
get
all
drunk.
the classics, we also mix cocktails to order and are currently offering a limited time delivery service.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently you've also shown off your skills at the flagship in Nocry. We sure have come a long way, huh?
One thing I've noticed with these games, these gacha games, is that their mini games are always very similar to each other. I've made cocktails in almost every gacha game I have played. Sans Nikke. Nikke is one of the ones that is different, but their gameplay is also very different. Like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves.
Long before the expedition began. To offer everyone some more exciting choices, we're planning to revamp our menu. But I need to get back to handling resident requests.
This is very different than I remembered.
Mixing drinks. Plus, we've got a whole bunch of outstanding delivery orders on hand. Honorary knight, if you're free, could you maybe help us out for a while, just until my other squad gets back from the Stormbearer Mountains?
Oh, Mona Magistus?
Plus double pay for overtime.
The mage girl who's always broke as fuck? You can leave the whole bar in my capable hands. Don't worry. I'll make sure everyone gets their drinks.
Paimon needs to keep up with the changing times. Besides, this will give her the chance to explore the city and stay up to date with all the recent goings-on.
Working with you two is always such a breeze.
I'll do my best to support Lady Paimon in any way I can. I'm very
Ew,
skilled when it
calling
comes
her
to things
Lady
like portioning out
Paimon.
drinks.
Alright. Well, if you're ready too, then let's get to work.
That makes sense. So basically, use her for the vaporize elemental reaction. In a chat over fine drinks, the traveler will serve as a mixologist, mixing drinks according to the guest's request. You may need to make some adjustments to the drinks to meet your guest's needs better. After chatting with the guests, you can gather clues from the conversation and then derive inspiration for mixing their drinks. Sometimes, partial clues cannot lead to accurate conclusions. In such cases, you can associate this clue with other clues to derive inspiration for either mixing a drink or introducing a new topic. After gathering all the inspiration, for improved drink recipes, you can create new drinks based on these ideas, completing a customized drink that satisfies the customer. I'm burping a lot. I got a lot of I don't know if you want to call it, I don't think you'd call this gas, but maybe it is gas, like mouth gas. I'm burping a lot because of this drink.
It looks like Hertha has gone back to her duties, and Glenfidia is away somewhere too. Has our dear cutie taken complete
Yeah,
charge
well,
of the
so
drink stand?
I've been drinking a lot of energy drinks. I don't think I think it's just this particular drink. I think it's because it's Rockstar. Because like Monster hasn't done this to me. Red Bull hasn't done this to me. None of the other drinks I've tried have done this. But this is giving me such bad burping. You're doing chapter 5. You want Klee? It does. It's because it rocks in my stomach. It's a rock star in my stomach. I used to drink these a lot though back in college. Teenagify most characters like a. You know what? I've actually seen like an adult version of the Powerpuff Girls, like Powerpuff Girls when they become adults. Kind of wild. But Teenage Dexter, you're talking Dexter from Dexter's Lab? It's another one I watched. Honorary mixologist at your
Wonderful.
service.
Now I can order without worrying about ending up with one of the logistics company's specials. The type of drink that keeps you awake all night, leaving you no choice but to pass the time working.
Working through the night, shouldn't that be a thing of the past? Or I thought you weren't so rushed off your feet these days.
That's right. I'm just a carefree librarian now.
I will say, I
If only there
like
weren't so many people
the
with
dubbed
overdue
Lisa's
drinks,
voice.
and I didn't have to go door to door to get them back. I would have dropped by to chat with you sooner and try out your delightful creations, of course.
I thought about getting Clea, but I think I'm gonna pass on her. Any particular flavors you're after?
I don't really have a favorite.
You got
drink.
so you got Clea?
Just wrestle me up something rejuvenating that'll lift my spirits.
Rejuvenating
And if
that'll
it could
lift
help
your
me know I have to
spirits
sleep later, that would be even better.
and help you sleep. Since Lisa wants to feel rejuvenated, Snow-Kissed Dawn seems like a good choice. I guess that's what we're trying first. So Snow-Kissed Dawn, 1 part milk, 1 part smetana. Smetana, I don't even know what smetana is. Looks like mayonnaise to me, but whatever. And then 1 part cocoa. Cut in the ingredients into large pieces. 1, 2, 3. It's sad that we don't actually see this. Looks like a bot managed to slip through. That sucks. I might have to create more things for my Nightbot. Shake gently. You know, I could make a sex joke, but I'm not gonna. So you just need 1 more. Well, good luck, my man. I hope you get it. Aromatic goblet. This one, aromatic goblet medium. Small lamp grass. There we go. That actually does look pretty tasty. Snow-Kissed Dawn. Legend has it that this drink is a masterpiece crafted by a painter and a bartender together, inspired by Dragon Spine at Dawn. With a dollop of Satana and an energizing kick from cocoa, it restores the drinker's vitality almost instantly. Wow. Quite the drink. Doesn't seem like something.
Here's a Snow-Kissed Dawn. Hope you like it.
It's delicious, cutie. Pleasantly tart, sweet, but not cloying, smooth on the palate, with a refreshing aftertaste. If anything, though, I seem to be feeling a little more energetic than I'd like.
Oh.
Perhaps you've unwittingly unraveled Glenfiddia's secret and concocted an even more effective pick-me-up?
How about I adjust the recipe and mix
Don't
you a new
worry,
one?
There's no rush. Your eyes are aglow with curiosity, as though you have many more questions to ask.
You guys see my
Let's chat
cat
for a while. Take your
changing
time.
his position?
Inspiration will come soon enough.
I will say he is a very good boy. He's gonna be coming with me to Los Angeles in July. We're gonna be driving. It's a 6-hour drive, by the way. Quite a bit. It'll be the longest I have ever driven with a cat in my car. Which books
interesting.
have you collected
It's
today?
a bit of an unusual day. There's a chef, fresh out of training in Fontaine.
I know this
She's taking
chef.
up a position at the Goth Grand Hotel. She borrowed our most valuable book, the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts. Apparently, she plans to use dessert-making techniques to improve the taste of various savory dishes. Something about reducing their greasiness.
Oop. Sweet meat dishes. It will be a
Indeed.
novel
And judging
experience.
by the results, she rather overdid it with the caramel sauce. What should have been fragrant meat slices
He
ended
or
up tasting
she?
nauseatingly sweet. Caramel sauce is such a fantastic ingredient, you know? It
Bruh.
never fails to please when added to drinks. Sometimes I even add a spoonful to my
Whoa.
afternoon tea.
Are we still talking about
Improving food,
Klee?
I suppose, isn't always about being as creative as possible.
Ooh. You can obtain clues during the conversation. Click to enter contemplation. No, we're not. Lisa managed to track down the Mondstadt Millennial Compendium of Desserts earlier, and she seems particularly fond of caramel sauce. Perhaps I could try substituting some of that for the tangier smetana. Return to dialogue at any time. View inspiration records. So after obtaining all inspiration, so we need to obtain 1 of 5. So we're going to talk here. Oh, you're talking about my cat. Yes. He is a very lucky kitty. He actually gets to see a lot more than cats normally do.
Oh, this? That was for
Like I
another of
take him
today's
out
little
on
errands.
walks
A
every
large
day.
contingent of the expedition team will be returning to Mondstadt
Um,
soon. They've been away for such a long time, so there's a good chance many of their tastes have changed. Jean asked me to visit some of their families to try and get a better understanding of what new ingredients might satisfy our knights' changing preferences.
Such thoughtful
They all
arrangements.
devoted their blood, sweat, and time to protecting Mondstadt. They deserve some care and respect in return. Based on what I gathered, the most requested ingredient was cacahuatl from Natlan. It seems like our knights have developed a taste for cocoa. In their letters, many of them mention that they rely on cocoa to keep themselves energized.
Cocoa.
I've tried hot cocoa myself, and I must say, I find it just as effective as coffee when it comes to staying alert.
We're gonna keep doing this. So what kind of ingredients have you been into lately?
So careful with your wording, cutie. Is that because you think that
'Cause I'm
I, too, might have
adorable.
changed since we last met? Or simply because you can't remember?
We're gonna
Not
compliment
bad at
her.
all. A flawless answer. Back
That's
in my
right.
student days, I might have been drawn to every new and exciting ingredient I read about, constantly expanding my horizons and stepping out of my comfort zone. But now, I've grown accustomed to a life of comfort and routine. To paraphrase a certain Leowed legal expert, my life is fast approaching a state of living out one's golden years in peace and comfort. I'm no longer so easily moved by adventure and excitement. I'm sure you remember, a few years ago, when we were adventuring together, you found me that sweet-tasting alchemical ingredient. Well, my tastes haven't changed a bit since then.
I have a feeling, a big feeling about your next wish. Think you're gonna get her? You think you're gonna get Klee?
Surely you're not suggesting
Fingers
I take
crossed.
this opportunity to sneak off on a little countryside wander. You caught me. My investigations into Mondstadt's lesser-known drinks took me to Dawn Winery, where I had a little chat with the head housemaid, Adelind. On my way back, I ran into Emmetall out on patrol. She'd encountered some monsters she didn't know how to deal with, and in her desperation, asked for my help. I accompanied her on a detour to Wolvendom to teach some raving hounds a lesson. It's been a while since I've had such an invigorating workout.
Okay, so we got some clues here. Cocoa might help Lisa stay awake. Lisa looked into the expedition members' preferred ingredients, and it seemed like cocoa came up quite a lot. To think of it, Snow-Kissed Dawn uses cocoa too. Cocoa can be quite a potent stimulant, so it's probably best leave it out. Next we go here. Interpret this. Touch of local flavor. Associate. Trigger an association. Nope. Let me know if you get Klee. So we're gonna next. This is the last one we've got right here. Okay. So I think we've got all of our interpretations. Which means we can start mixing. Let me rustle you up a new, improved version.
As expected, cutie, your brilliant mind has grown even sharper. Just a few gentle hints were all you needed to light that special spark of inspiration.
One thing I like about Lisa is how fragrantly she flirts with the traveler. So we start with milk. Oops, that was not what we wanted to reset. Start with milk. Add caramel. Add wolfhook. Next. Cut into ingredients into pieces of any size. I guess we'll just cut it into small pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake gently. Swirl the rim, just the tip. And now we wanted a large or small goblet. This one. This does look like it would be fancier, which to me seems more Lisa. Very, sophisticated. So we were doing Valberry. Here we go. Slumbering Rose. Based on a snow-kissed dawn, this novel cocktail was concocted, especially for Lisa. After a long day, the librarian needs to recharge without risking sleeplessness. In making this drink, you skipped any stimulating ingredients and found a delicate balance between the sweetness of caramel and a gentle tang. The goal was peaceful, restful sleep, so why not call it a slumbering rose?
Finished! A new creation, custom made for you. This should help you fall asleep quickly and guarantee you peaceful dreams.
It's always interesting that
Called
he's
a
talking more.
slumbering rose.
From the colors to the choice of glass, everything's been carefully crafted. You've turned it into a completely different drink. Based purely on appearance, it's exactly my style. Time to see how it tastes. Full marks.
Wonder if it's an. One thing I've also noticed about this game is
Before taking a stroll along the shore of Cider Lake.
the drink itself is not animated at all.
Your skin, relaxed and at ease. I no longer feel drained of energy, but neither am I overstimulated. I'm actually starting to feel a little sleepy. As a bedtime drink, this is pure perfection. So
I'm
good, in
glad
fact, that I
you
feel
like it.
writing an article to extol the virtues of this slumbering rose. I can use it as an opportunity to crown you the new maestro of mixology.
Your satisfaction is
Lakeside
all the
stroll.
praise, and that's the
Why
one you
don't
go
join
for.
me next
You
time
go
to
for the
clear
one that
one day
rizzes her up.
when the sun is bright but not too harsh?
She's totally
That
asking me
would
on a
be more
date, isn't
relaxing
she?
with you to talk to along the way, cutie.
Oh yeah, she
Then,
definitely,
when
she
we get
wants
back, you could
the
fix me up
traveler.
another glass of slumbering rose.
I'll make sure to set aside the
And I
time.
will make just as sure to hold you to that. When the time comes, I won't accept any excuses.
Man, she just wants to drag the traveler along. Oh man. She's totally into him. So now I think we can keep doing this. So we've already done hers. We're gonna do this one.
Good afternoon, traveler. I didn't
Right,
expect
I
the
know who
honor
that
of
is.
witnessing your harmonizing talents here in Mondstadt.
Here on
Well,
vacation.
actually, a lady calling herself a mage asked me to come manage her flower shop. At about the same time, the
A
Cat's Tail
mage. That's
commissioned me
gotta
to
be
create a new
Mona.
fragrance for their establishment. Ending today's busy schedule with a drink crafted by you in person is truly a wonderful reward.
Then I'll make sure to pull out all the
I have
stops.
faith in your choice.
So Emile is more sensitive to aromas than most people. If I create an unbalanced blend of scents, it might make her uncomfortable. In any case, I should use ingredients with complementary scents and try to add a dash of Fontanian flavor too. Let's start with a Mondstadt take on Lumidos Twilight. So we make one drink and then we're gonna modify it again. This sounds like it's gonna be how it always goes. So we're gonna add some tea, some fermented juice, some mint. I think we're gonna chop up the mint into tiny bits. Small pieces. I was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake gently. I feel like that's not necessarily the proper way to gently shake something, but whatever. Tall, classic tall glass, this one. If only mixing drinks was this easy, so Valberry garnish. A refined cocktail from Fontaine that has been described by drinkers as capturing the warm glow of sunset over Lumidos Harbor. Rumor has it that you can still order this gem from the hidden menu at the Rusty Rudder, though it's rare for the bartender to recreate its original flavor perfectly.
Care to give this a try, Miss Emily?
Your artistry is truly a pleasure to watch.
Hmm.
This tastes like a local variant of a Lumideuse Twilight.
Lumi
Am I right?
Deuce. I was getting that wrong.
The gentle and elegant taste, with its distinct layers combined with a hint of Mondstadt's characteristic scent, offers quite a welcoming flavor, all the while avoiding potentially discordant aromas. Though in reality, there's no need for you to be so conservative. I have quite a high tolerance for flavors that stray outside the boundaries of conventional wisdom.
Guess you're looking for something
Your
more
drink was nice,
avant-garde.
but it would be perfect if you could make one with a little more depth. A cocktail that shows off your unique understanding and enhances my impression of Mondstadt. If you need time to mull things over, perhaps you might find inspiration in a little light conversation?
You know what this makes me think of is those those bartenders who talk to their customers so that they can know what sort of drinks they like. I wonder if
Oh,
they
thank you
derived
for asking.
inspiration
It's been
from like
going well,
actual
though this trip to
bartenders.
Mondstadt has presented some unexpected challenges. When I first got here, I was relying on a copy of An Overview of Aromatic Substances and the Human Senses to identify promising local ingredients from the Mondstadt region. To my surprise, my trial fragrance, which used Valberry as the primary note,
Valberry.
proved far too sweet in the context of a tavern, relaxing people so much that they ended up feeling drowsy. The bartender with the beautiful ears, for instance, fell asleep right at the bar.
Bartender with the beautiful ears. Who are we talking about here?
Let's just say that sweetness isn't always a case of the more the merrier.
So I think what I get from this is that Valberries are not to be used.
Even in daily life, I rarely eat sweet food, and I try to avoid fruits like berries that have a high sugar content. In the end, I completely
Look
eliminated
at
Valberry as an ingredient
Genshin
and turned instead to
texts.
Windmill
What do you mean by
Aster,
that?
with some success, I might add.
Genshin texts. Did you buy these flowers
They're
just
part of
now?
my reward from the flower shop owner. Important ingredients for making perfumes. Thanks to these, I was able to complete my commission for the cat's tail. I studied Mondstadt's Cecilia flowers.
Cecilia
many years ago.
flowers.
In fact, the fragrance of Cecilia in certain fields has become synonymous with Mondstadt itself.
Really?
However, this is a special case. Some cats are quite averse to the scent of Cecilia, and we need to be particularly mindful of their preferences. Windwheel Aster. The various parts of the Windwheel Aster
So
plant
I'm
can be ground
assuming
into a powder to extract
that we're
their
gonna be
essences.
using Windwheeled
I then
Aster.
blended the scents from its petals and leaves. The result carries the intoxicating sweetness of mead, while still emphasizing the fresh notes contained within the flower's stems and leaves. I just took it for a little trial run at the cat's tail, and the cats seemed to really like it, while the clients themselves found it comforting and invigorating.
It's unfortunate
Extracting exquisite
this
fragrances
thing
from
doesn't
ordinary odors
exist in
and
real life
ingredients,
because I could use it for my
that's what
cat.
truly brings me joy.
Okay, we're gonna go for all of these. The weather's nice today. So this is what it feels like to start a conversation. You know what? It's really funny because I've never once used the weather as a classic icebreaker.
It really
Ever.
is. A while earlier, I watched a whole run of fair weather clouds float by, fluffy as pillows. It's not overly humid either, and the wind is gentle too. In such conditions, one sense of smell is heightened, but not to an excessive degree. When scents are blended well, they naturally combine with the ambient context, leaving particularly powerful impressions. It seems something similar is true for mixology. As long as you choose a base of appropriate strength, the various flavors will blend seamlessly together. When mixed properly, all the ingredients work as one to create a most wonderful symphony for your taste buds.
Is there a Genshin chat?
Yes, that's it. Now I think about it, layering distinct flavors doesn't really suit my personal preferences.
Alright, so there we go.
Usually, after work my friends from the Maison Gardiennage sometimes treat me to a few drinks. I usually stick to fruit tea. That way I can get straight back to work after our gatherings. If it's before a holiday and my friends are in high spirits, I sometimes order a small glass of sparkling fruit wine. There was an officer named Terena who used to treat me to aged Corte wine, but since she was transferred to the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, we haven't had the chance. In the world of science, high-proof alcohol is a widely used solvent. I've grown well accustomed to the smell of it by now. Besides, when I'm slightly tipsy, my state of mind changes, which in turn alters my approach to perfumes. It doesn't matter if the result is good or bad, it's all about trying something new. So I don't mind drinks with just a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like anything too strong.
Okay, we're gonna piece the clues together now. Emil created a new fragrance using Windwheel Aster, and apparently it was quite successful. But what's the best way to incorporate the scent of Windwheel Aster? Oh, we gotta associate this with something. So, mix thoroughly. There we go. Interpret. Finally chop. So we're gonna chop these into tiny little pieces. We went from talking about the weather to the best way to blend scents. Emil prefers single, seamlessly integrated scents rather than those with distinct layers, which means shaking it more thoroughly. So we're going to add some alcohol. And there we go. I think that is it. We are going to do this. We're done. Start mixing.
Just from our brief chat, you've already formulated a new concoction.
That's right, because I'm a
Perhaps you
genius.
possess a natural talent for this kind of creative work.
Alright, let's see. We're going to add tea. And then fruit wine, fermented juice, chopped petals. Next. Chop them into tiny pieces. Sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shake properly or vigorous. So we're gonna do properly. And double-walled glass, this one. Oh, that's a fancy looking mug. So any garish except Valberries. So I think with this, we're going to go with a star slice. I think that'll be best. Let's look just to make sure. Yeah, I think this one's the best look. Lumideuse Twilight Special Blend. Based on a Lumideuse Twilight, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Emil. The perfumer from Fontaine told you that excessive sweetness makes people drowsy, and she prefers to enjoy just a light touch of tipsiness. Clearly, knocking a guest out at the bar isn't a bartender's goal. On days of gentle wind and clear skies, heightened senses can amplify the flavor of a perfectly harmonious drink. Inspired by the art of fragrance, you developed this subtle, elegant masterpiece.
Here you go. A new and improved, Emily-inspired Lumideuse Twilight. I haven't come up with a name for it yet.
The colors are cooler and more refreshing, and the fragrance is delightfully subtle to match. Are these bright specks on the surface the crushed petals and leaves of Windwheel Asters?
The floral
I'm sure it
symbol
must
of
taste
Mondstadt.
wonderful. Let me try.
You know, I once had a drink that had flecks of gold in it. Like real gold. You actually drank gold.
In the language of flowers, the Windwheel Aster represents the visible winds. Your cocktail not only captures their form, but also the fragrance they carry. Therefore, I suggest you call this drink Windborne Bouquet. The winds and clouds of Mondstadt swirl together in the glass, leaving behind enchanting traces of fragrance. Really? Oh, perhaps it's just a habit of my profession. I'm glad you like it. Now it's time to slowly savor this masterpiece. Thank you so much. This trip to Mondstadt has been so rewarding. This is the most memorable cocktail I've ever had. Once I get back to Fontaine, I will attempt to
There.
recreate this moment.
Watch was
as
telling
both
me
a
it was time to do my
fragrance and
stretches.
perfume.
I
Once I've
am
perfected
honored.
the recipes, I hope you'll do me the honor of being the first customer to experience these new products. Until then, I look forward to seeing you in the court of Fontaine.
Alright, so my Jilonan, you said I need to check out the Genshin chat. Where is this? Chat, is there a chat mode? I don't think there is there? Here we are. Oh. Oh, there you are. You're adorable, Cleary. Good luck. All caps. And where's my Clee? We need a Clee here. There's no Clee. There's no Clee. Oh, wait. Huh? Here we are. Good luck. There we go. Forgot the VAs for the characters of the VAs from their respective shows. So the characters in the Cartoon Network MMO are the same as the ones who did the actual cartoon. I guess if it was a long time ago, that would make sense. Here we go. Time for my next drink. So we're gonna kind of speed through this time. Like, I'll let them talk, but I'm not gonna do a whole lot else.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Vengeance will be yours. Anytime you need a drink, I am here to serve.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddia has prepared. I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonia's annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever.
You know,
As the
she's
captain
got
of
an
the reconnaissance
amazing
company,
ass.
I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
It's my first time seeing the side of you as a
Being
captain.
a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties. Anyway, on top of all that, the General Affairs Company has invited a renowned champion duelist from the court of Fontaine to come here for a
Oh,
swordsmanship
I think I know who
exchange.
that is.
Since I'm one of the captains with the highest attendance rate when it comes to these things, and I'm fairly skilled with a claymore, I was chosen as a representative. I have to prepare thoroughly to make sure I'm a serious match for the champion duelist. And then after the exchange, I need to write at least 6 different reports based on the results.
Sounds like you could do with a very stiff drink, or sounds like you could do with something to replenish your energy.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Given Eula's current condition, it might be a good idea to mix her a twinkling starlight. And then we're going to modify it, of course, because that's just how this rolls. So we start with fruit wine, fizzy water, wolf hooks. cut the ingredients into small bits. There we go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Vigor shaking, I assume. Shake hard. Shake, 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 shake. Aromatic goblet. This one. Star salt. These are nice looking drinks, I'm not gonna lie. Every time we get like a mixology mini game for one of the gacha games, I'm always curious about the drinks. I'd love to have them.
One twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor. But just one glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite? Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Let's chat for a while. I decide. I do want to flirt with Eula.
The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Drink on the table? What is this thing?
That's
Imported
right.
fruit
The
juice.
merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle. Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
A
In
necessary
that book
courtesy.
Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer,
Miss
20 years on, it says.
Magistus.
After a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice. I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage. Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? I'll treat Miss Clorand to this juice at our post-training banquet.
Unusual juice. New clue confirmed.
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was difficult. A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans. To make matters worse,
Why would a merchant
several veteran
caravan
knights who'd been
ever
stationed at Dorman
bother
Port
going
were
to
transferred my
Dragonspine?
squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl. Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights
I'm gonna
faced the bitter
say,
cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled
I would be
battle mechs.
more than happy to
Fortunately,
take
the battle
orders
went
from
our
her.
way, and they
She
had
can
no
order me
choice
around
but
all
to
she
acknowledge
wants.
my abilities. Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern. It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
I will say, the fact that I've not heard vengeance shall be mine in a long time is a little sad.
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution.
They've had a
They launched
revolution.
a diet
Oh my
improvement
god.
initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness. In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard. In all honesty, it was a bit of a hassle. Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Does sound pretty convenient.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good.
But
The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty. The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Li Yue's stove god." In
oh,
any case, after
guoba.
eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb. You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue. Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Okay, so we're gonna piece the clues together now. We'll start with the unusual juice. Now I'll go to restoration required. And we'll go here. We're gonna associate this with this one. Oh, no, wait, nope, never mind, hang on. So we'll associate this with this. No, we'll associate this with the unusual juice then. Associate this, I guess restoration required. Trigger associate, there we go. And we're done. Oh no, sparring
Oh
mindset.
my.
We gotta do this one too.
To be honest, I'm eager to begin, but also a little nervous. Miss Cloran's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was. A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Cloran was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword. Assuming these rumors are true, or that Miss Cloran's abilities might even be more extraordinary than that, it's important that I'm prepared for anything.
Such a historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail. Should we commemorate with this sword-themed drink?
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink.
Can you even fucking do
Certainly
that?
a creative idea, I'll give you that. I sure could do with an energy boost, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a cocktail?
Get a giant, we'll get a sword and stick it in your drink. You know what that reminds me of is this old meme I remember about making ramen the American way, and they add a gun at the end.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
To compare them to a drink, I'd say they're like coffee. In fact, the first drink you tried had a fruit
That's
wine
right.
base.
You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in Ala Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
She is hot when she swings a sword. I will admit that much.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair. Firewater. In recent years, firewaters gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as
I'm gonna
base.
sit up a little straighter. I find myself actually really tired, despite the fact that I had an energy drink. The energy
You
drink is
really
not
are
working.
good. Why might try replacing the fruit wine with fire water. As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with fire water. But me, I'm full of confidence.
Be funny if we get her super fucking wasted now. Interpret. Okay, we're ready. This is it. Start mixing.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Alright, we will add fire water, maritime flower juice, and cocoa. And we are going to chop the cocoa into pieces of any size. I guess it doesn't matter what size they are, so we're going to do small pieces. And we're going to shake it vigorously. Medium or large goblet. So we've got the... Let's do this one. Any garnish except star salt. I actually think this one looks the best. Seafoam Sword Song. Based on a twinkling starlight, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Eula. Eula's swordsmanship is like a whirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche, yet her finishing flourishes are clean, elegant. This bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, the drink you prepare combines ice pure firewater, maritime flower juice steeped in commemorative meaning, and restorative cocoa to replenish her energy and banish fatigue, creating a true dance of flavors. Since this blend is inspired by the Spindrift Knight's dancing blade, Seafoam Sword Song felt like the perfect name. Sure.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my maritime flower fruit extract. The aroma is perfect, and I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Hopefully she'll get wasted. I want to see a drunk Eula.
Give me a moment to come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly. But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
Is she already wasted?
Can you mix me another?
Feel free to order as many as you like. He drank. Oh wow, she is drunk.
Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought.
You know what? I've read a hentai that starts
Whatever.
this way.
So fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
She might be the most amusing one
I
I'm
think
ever
I'm
gonna mix
gonna
drinks
head
for
home
in this
and
game.
Get some sleep. Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
I believe
By the
her.
time I've gone a few rounds with that, Miss chlorined and completed my reports, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight. Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off? I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry.
There you go.
You mark my words.
Been a while since I've heard that line. You know what? Eula might be a cute drunk. I don't think any of the characters that I can mix drinks for will top that. There's only one left, too. No, there are a couple. Never mind. There's the sweet, sour, and smoky taste of steel. So who are we mixing? Ooh, it's Clorand.
Suspicion confirmed.
You know, we never really
While
had a whole
patrolling
lot
the
to do
area,
with
I
her.
was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. And sure enough, here you are. If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report. Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper, and there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt.
That really happened, I wouldn't be able to cope.
Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate this moment of peace. And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze. That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask.
You can drink while we
Calm
chat.
and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Be under it.
Your caramel blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on. It's quite strong. I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it. As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine,
And it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours. From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether. But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks,
There.
she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties. In fact, according to my intelligence, the captain of the reconnaissance company, who I'm preparing to spar with, has quite the refined taste for fine wine. Her publicly available battle reports are truly a sight to behold. Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines. I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to. Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sigewin know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume. I'm not sure I'd say that. On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sigewin praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual. She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace. Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram, if you know what I mean. Best to just let things take their natural course. When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice. Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste. After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine. I had 8 different meat dishes, and all of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection. Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce. I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough calories to sustain 3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate.
There we go. Nope.
I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt. However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields. Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds. Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer. While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee. Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte. Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation. Of course, there is a solution to this problem. The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance. If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well. Indeed it is. The knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite. They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet. You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia. But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance.
Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew.
You got nothing? Ah, damn it.
So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem
Bro,
carefree,
I'm
they
sorry.
actually have
That
an admirable
sucks.
ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking.
Wishes so far. Damn, man. That's a lot. Hmm. Hmm.
Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together? Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us.
There we go. Caramel Blaze has far too much kick. There.
All right, I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared.
Sounds like
Even
she
if
didn't
it's
have
still a
faith in
bit
me.
strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
Okay, so start with fruit wine, caramel, wolfhooks. Piece of any size, we'll just do the middle ground then. Shake properly. Small goblet, so we're already there. Oops, star salt. Leisure Time Lightning. Based on a caramel blaze, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Clorand. After visiting Mondstadt with impressions shaped by the tabletop troupe, the lightning swift champion duelist is especially sensitive to metallic notes, showing a clear preference for flavors within a hint of salt. In her everyday choices, she also favors drinks with a gentle tartness to cut through the richness. For most bartenders, balancing these two demands would require extreme care, but after honing your craft at the Angel Share and the Flagship, you can precisely control every note in the cup.
All right, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning. A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy.
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me. There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection. The color of the wine also fits well with the name.
That does
And the
not look like
lightning imagery
wine at all. I'm just
contrasts
gonna
with
say
the
this right
fiery
now. That
nature
was
of the
nothing
caramel
like wine.
glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in? I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me. Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt. Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance, or the Hotel de Boer? Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself. I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case, I truly appreciate your hospitality. Thanks to you,
Whether I'm facing the powerful captain of the reconnaissance company or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonius, I'll be in my best condition.
Okay. Who's next? Good weather, curious eyes. Amber? Oh my god, we're making a drink for Clay. No fucking way. Well now.
I told Clee that Miss Hertha had found someone amazing to help out. Seeing you here, Mr. Honorary Knight, Clee knows this must be the best drink stand in all of Teyvat.
Oh, well, that is just adorable.
You mean this stand isn't already the best? Well, out of all the drink stands Clee's ever visited, Mr. Honorary Knight's is easily the best. And no matter what drinks Mr. Honorary Knight makes, Clee will definitely think they're yummy. Oh, you want me to be mean? But Clee could never be mean to you.
Clee's just too adorable.
Let me think. I know.
Oh, she's gonna
Albedo.
pretend to be
Albedo.
Oh god.
When Albedo reviews Timaeus' work, his face goes super serious, and Clee can hear every word he says.
Then you can be Master Alchemist Clee.
For Clee's super amazing order.
This can only end in
Don't tell
explosions.
Master Jean, though. So, Clee wants to order a fair weather frolic. Anything like a bright sunny day will definitely put Clee in a super duper mood.
Understood, Master Alchemist.
What it'll taste like.
Okay, so we're gonna do tea, caramel. I've noticed wolfhook has been an ingredient in a lot of these. Small bits. Shake properly. Double-walled glass, that'd be this one. Any garnish, so... Fairweather Frolic. A soft drink you'll find at drink stands everywhere. Sweet, tangy, and loved by all. Still, striking the perfect balance between tangy and sweet takes a practiced hand. Now, let's see how Clee likes it.
Your Fairweather Frolic is here. Go on, give it a try.
Wow! So, a fair weather
Wow.
frolic is this color? Purple sky. Is it supposed to be a bright, shiny night? Clee will take a sip first. Then you can think about it more carefully. Ah, finished. Yummy! Both
Call that a
sweet
frickin'
and
sip?
sour. If Clee drank this while eating grilled fish, I could definitely definitely gobble down 2, or 3, or 4, or even 5. But one drink isn't enough. Klee wants to try a drink that tastes like cake.
Cake. Making a cube, another super yummy drink. Any flavor Klee wants, she can have. I'm beginning to sound like Alice here.
Doesn't know what drink to choose. Why don't we decide together, Mr. Honorary Knight?
Sure.
3 square meals? Klee often eats 5 meals a day, sometimes even 7.
Wow, that sounds like a
Adventuring takes
glutton.
a lot of energy, and if I eat too much at once, I can't run so well. So, it's better to eat lots of smaller meals. Albedo used to prepare all Klee's meals, and my lunchbox was always arranged so neatly, just like a pretty painting. When Albedo's busy at Dragonspine, Klee goes to eat with the other Knights of Favonius. Kaya's camp is usually the neatest, while Amber sometimes camps in the trees. It's so much fun. Oh, and Auntie Hertha makes the best food. When my mom comes back, there'll be even more yummy food to eat. There's this one dish where she takes loads of different fish and makes them into little pudding cubes. It's called rainbow fish jelly.
Making me hungry. Great food from a great adventure.
Choco crunchy slices are fantastic too. It's her newest
Choco
creation made with
crunchy
chocolate and
slices.
cookies. They're a little
Oh, that
bitter,
sounds
but they're
delicious.
crunchy. They smell scrumptious and they have a really sweet aftertaste. Whenever I eat them, I feel so full of energy. Next time, Klee will have to bring some for you to try.
Alright, well, let's keep talking.
Yeah, when Klee gets back home, I'm gonna eat some salted nuts while reading my book. Klee used to eat cake after dinner, but Master Jean said it's too sugary, and it's not good to eat sugary things before bed. Apparently, it makes you chubby and gives you toothaches. So, Mom got some advice from Auntie Barbie, and now she gives me nuts instead. She says they help my brain remember things better. Nuts don't have much flavor. It's like chewing on grass, but they're okay if you add a little salt.
Next one.
Yeah, Mom gave me an amazing book recently. She said I have to read 1 chapter every night, learn something useful, and then go to bed early. That book taught Klee how to make something called propellant. Now Jumpy Dumpty can go "Fwah!" and bounce even higher.
That sounds like a really bad idea, but yes, that's something she should be learning.
It's not hard at all. In fact, it's a lot like making bombs. You just have to be careful when trimming it down. It's like sharpening a pencil that could suddenly go boom. Bedtime's an important part of Klee's schedule, too. Mom sits by my side and tells me all kinds of wonderful stories. She has a lamp made of gemstones, and when she turns it on, it goes kabling and lights up the ceiling. Yeah, when something happens in the story, the lights on the ceiling make pretty pictures. Sometimes Mom falls asleep before the story ends, so Klee has to tuck her in instead. As soon as Klee learns how to use the lamp, I can come tell you stories, Mr. Honorary Knight.
I'll be waiting, I
Klee
guess.
has memorized so many wonderful stories, enough to make everyone happy every day.
One more.
This stuff? Mom taught me how to make it using the alchemy bench. A dash of sugar, then a lot more sugar, then some flowers from Mom's friend in Fontaine, star honey from Auntie Barbie, and finally, some magical jam from Auntie Tavia. Put everything together on the alchemy table, wish for the shape you want, then recite Mom's incantation, and poof! Totoko-shaped candy! Klee can give you some Dodoko candy too if you want. And if you really like them, I can even teach you my mom's incantation. That way, you could make your own candy whenever you want. If you get stuck, remember to come ask Klee. When it comes to magical candy, I'm an expert.
Okay, so we're gonna make some associations now. And interpretations. Let me just kind of blitz past these. Alright, so we're gonna trigger an association. So I think that's good. No. But I had already chosen that one. Oh!
Oh yeah, Klee still wants to eat sweet things, like cake, for example. Maybe we could just go easy on the cream? Or add more fruit? Oh, right! That friend of Mom's who's always wearing glasses gave her a big bag of Fontanian Buell fruit. They're so round and rosy.
So the friend is Emily.
Klee ate a whole bunch of those, and they were super sweet. But Master Jean said it was okay, because sweet fruit isn't the same as sweet sugar. So if Klee really has to eat nuts, maybe I can just soak them in some fruit juice first?
There we go. I think that's it.
Yeah, that was quick. Klee's looking forward to finding
Oops.
out how tasty your next concoction is.
Milk, fermented juice, cocoa. Any size, we'll do small bits. Any glass, huh? I think she'd like this one the most because it's cool looking. Dodico candy. Oh, we got a new. Yep. Fairweather Frolic Special Blend. Based on a Fairweather Frolic, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Klee. The original Fairweather Frolic had a purple hue, but it wasn't quite cheerful enough, so let's add a touch of sunshine and a few fluffy clouds to capture that warm, happy feeling. Sweetness is a must, but staying healthy matters too. That's why the juice was carefully chosen with Master Jean's approval, with sweetness coming from bell fruits, and most important of all, Dodico candy. Its tasty magic has to be placed right at the center of the clouds.
Ta-da! It's done! I just know you're going to love this new creation.
Wow! There's Dodico candy on top!
No, she didn't like that.
Orange in this cup, and Dodico looks like he's lying on top of white fluffy clouds. And the weather inside looks much better, too. Yummy! It's so delicious! Klee has to drink slowly. I can't just gulp it down, or I'll miss all the yummy flavor. Mr. Honorary Knight, this is amazing! It's like you mixed sunshine with juice! Klee was so tired from playing, but now I feel refreshed. And warm. And peaceful. Oh. You're the best, Mr. Honorary Knight.
How about you choose a name for this drink?
Let me think. When the weather's nice and Dodico's happy, Dodico will want to sing, right? And when Dodico sings, Klee wants to sing too. So, let's call it Dodico's Duet.
Duet.
Thank you! And thanks for making such a yummy drink for Klee. Klee's gonna go tell Mom that the best drink in Mondstadt right now is Dodico's Duet. Klee's gonna write down Mom's incantation and give you a copy, Mr. Honorary Knight. Then, you should learn magic too, so you can make all the candies you want. See you next time!
Hey. I think we got one left of the mixed drinks now. Yep. Oh. Looks like we're gonna be making drinks for Varka. That's my guess. Drinks for Varka.
Ha. So
Yep.
Hertha's even roped our honorary knight into helping with this little venture. When we were discussing the drink stand earlier, I took one look at the menu and could barely contain my excitement. Now, it's finally time to sample the finished products. Can't wait to see your skills in action. Give me something that goes well with casual conversation, but still packs a punch. Of course they don't clash. A drink that packs a punch means you have to drink it slowly. And if you want to chat, then it has to go down smooth. So, something with a sweet aftertaste. A conversational connoisseur requires the perfect balance. The most suitable choice on this menu would be the Thorny Lake. It's a drink with a real kick that you can find in almost every bar. It's not enough to know the recipe, though. The key is in the mixing. Some bartenders choose to stick to the tried and tested basics, while others like to add their own personal flair. That's the spirit. Now, show me what you've got.
Okay. Oh, fire water, fizzy water, cocoa. My cat's as tired as I am. Oops. Took a bit more time. Missed that one cut. Shake hard. Surprised they don't want to go with the Tempest glass. Seems more Varka. No, we haven't done a lemon slice yet. Let's do it. Thorny Lake, a classic drink that traces its origins to Fontaine's fissures. Built on a base of firewater, with cocoa adding a hint of sweetness, its sparkling fizz pricks the palate like countless tiny spikes, delivering a lingering tingle. After rising to popularity in Fontaine, it quickly sweeps across the vat, becoming one of the enduring classics among specialty drinks. Okay.
Grandmaster, I hereby present you with this Thorny Lake for your enjoyment and assessment.
Well, the color and aroma are certainly on point. But as for the balance of flavors, I'll just have to taste it and find out.
Wow,
Not
he downed that
bad.
in one shot.
You haven't overdone or skimped on any single ingredient. Though, unfortunately, it's a little too, polite for my tastes. Perhaps I should have said
Polite.
modest. You followed the formula to a T, but if anything, you've played it a little too safe. Were you worried that deviating just a little might disappoint me? Hey, we fought side by side and dealt with things that even gods were loath to meddle with. Ours is a friendship forged in the margins between life and death. That said, if you ask me, you can ditch the nerves and work your mixologist magic. I'm looking for something that shocks the senses.
Alright, I'll get the
Mull it
creative
over,
juices
there's no
flowing.
rush. We can chat while you think. Who knows? You might just find some inspiration to mix in with your magic.
Alright, let's chat with the Grandmaster.
Ha! I like your style. Speaking of this garden, it brings back memories of something that happened many years ago.
I'm taking
was
this
young.
before me.
I like to find ruined guards to test my fighting skills, both armed and unarmed. Once, I failed to take down a stray missile, and it ended up destroying a watchtower
Oh
on the
dear.
city walls. As punishment, I had to run 50 laps around the city, repair the watchtower, and help rebuild the shattered walls in this garden.
Hard to
Indeed,
imagine.
among the misadventures of my youth, this is one of the most memorable ones. Mostly because that day, Crepus saw me covered in dirt. He took 2 bottles of 100-year-old wine and sent D-Luke, who looked even younger than Mika does today, to work out a clever way to get rid of Faru, who was guarding me. It was so hot that day, I could swear I was about to pass out. On a whim, I picked some mint leaves, put them in one of the wine bottles, and the result turned out to be surprisingly tasty. After Crepus tried it too, he was full of praise. He even wrote up an official recipe for my spontaneous creation. His customers loved it. Several summers passed, and Crepus kept writing letters about giving me a share of the profits, as though I could possibly accept.
Long before I came to
Yes.
Mondstadt.
Good old Crepus.
Don't know who the
Faru
fuck
retired
Crepus
years
is.
ago, but he still gives me a stern stare every time we meet. He's a stubborn one. D-Luke, who replaced him, and then Kaya, who took over later, both performed impeccably. Changing times will always belong to the youth. He should have admitted defeat long ago. When I get the chance, I'll have Kaya show him the amazing progress the cavalry company has made.
Eh?
Well, let me think. I guess you could say it lacks impact. Even when following the same recipe, the techniques used to mix different ingredients can affect the taste. Sometimes, Deliberately creating layers between spirits can bring out the different
So we're gonna have to
waves as each one hits the taste buds
mix
in
it
sequence.
gently
In
then.
this regard, too, you've taken quite a tentative approach. Why not be a little bolder? Ha ha ha. You catch on quickly. No need to explain further. It's a treasured place that the Knights of Favonius have maintained for years. So it makes sense that it's become the go-to location for organizing such things. I heard that while the expedition was underway, you were a great help in giving those left behind the opportunity to put their energy to good use. Sometimes, I look through the photos I've been given from those events. Though unfortunately, there aren't enough to include everybody. My conclusion is that Mondstadt needs to do more to popularize the camera.
Massive wow, that is fucking big.
Pretty awesome,
That's
huh?
like a Monster
It's
Hunter
like
tankard.
a hammerhead that you can fill with wine when you're not using it to pound in nails. It was a gift. Hoffman came up with the idea, Charles supplied the design, Wagner helped cast it. And about
I'm a little
10 or
worried
so
that
nights
cat,
chipped in to pay for the
that
materials.
cat carrier is gonna
They've
fall
been
off
waiting
at
to have
some
a good
point.
drink with me. And this is my crucial weapon to aid me in a fair duel with them all. I'm the
Duel.
Grand Master, after all. I've been drinking a lot longer than them. I've practiced more assiduously.
So it's like
I've got a bit more,
handicapped.
meat to absorb the blows. So it's only fair to my subordinates that I drink a teensy bit more per round. Wouldn't you agree?
I think you may have got your handicap the wrong way
Of course,
around.
some of them have been training as long as I have, and those ones won't be getting any special treatment. Take Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5, for example. Both were
Old
skilled
people.
warriors who helped me deal with Eric back in the day. Nowadays, I have them helping Jean with miscellaneous duties. At today's after-work cooldown, they insisted on trying to keep pace. In the end, they lost our game of darts and ended up passed out on the floor. I've already told Jean that I won't be approving their leave request for tomorrow, no matter what.
Alright, so now we're gonna fit these pieces together. Too gentle. High tolerance for alcohol. Memories of mint and fine wine. Missed a lot. I'm gonna associate this with memories. Alright, I think that's enough. Oh, yep, and we got a new one now.
If I were in charge of organizing events, well, I suppose everyone would revolve around fine wine, or at the very least, there would be some sort of tasting involved. For example, we could go all in on this drink stand and open it to the whole city, with every company of the Knights selecting one or more mixologists to compete against each other. It's only a thought. Can't let things get too out of hand. If I were to actually throw a grand banquet, Jean would come after me with her sword drawn. Even
I can see
Frederica
that.
would launch a punitive expedition. While in Nodcry, we had a rule that knights must never get drunk while at their posts. Otherwise, it could lead to dereliction of duty, with serious consequences. Exactly. As expedition members return to their companies, my hope is that this rule will gradually spread to everyone in Mondstadt too. Just like Firewater and Smedina, these Nodcry delicacies have made their way into Mondstadt's households and become part of people's daily lives. Young people need to learn restraint.
Didn't know you had that side to you.
At the end of the day, no one should be biting off more than they can chew. Unless it's someone near my level, they shouldn't even be thinking about enjoying a light buzz when they've still got work to do. Most
Oh, when they still got work to do,
a
okay.
whole lot drunker than they'd like. You should come practice with me on weekends. Trust me, once I've drunk them under the table, they'll be swearing off wine for a whole week.
Alright, no, I think that's enough. Oh, no, never mind. There. That should be enough.
Huh? Whatever you're about to do, I've got...
Okay. Firewater. Smetana. Oh no, whoopsies. You saw it. Firewater. That was fruit wine. Smetana, and then mint. We'll do slightly larger pieces this time. You know, I've noticed, when we make the drink, the traveler sets it down and then walks over here, and then somehow or other, the drink still winds up in his hand even though he leaves the drink on the counter. Arca Special, that is a cool looking tankard. Garnish. Let me see here. We've got no. Nope. I like this one. Thorny Lake Special Blend. Not gonna read that.
Here you go, Grandmaster. A cocktail just for you. I guarantee you won't find this one too polite.
Such a spirited drink. How did you make this? Well, that burning scent of firewater. Oh, it's as if the very air were about to ignite. This is more like it.
You can tell he's a drunkard. Simply from how he talks.
Perfection. It's clear.
That was actually really bad.
Your talents really shine through. That first hint of mint is like a cooling feint that masks the firewater underneath. By the time the sweetness dissipates, the firewater has already slipped in behind your guard, ready to deliver a powerful strike of intense flavor. Oh, it's exactly the impact I was hoping for. That's the most ingenious part. Firewater's greatest flaw is a lack of aftertaste, but the Smetana perfectly maintains the flavor at the peak of its intensity. It's hard to imagine something this good was created by a mixologist who doesn't even drink firewater. I think it has the potential to become a firm favorite in Mondstadt and Nodcry. Iron Wolf. Oh, perfect. It's elegant, yet wild. Only you could come up with such a fitting name. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we name our Knights of Favonius' drink stand after you? Let's call it the Honorary Knights Cocktail Shack.
That doesn't sound very catchy.
I'll go have a word with Glenfiddia right away.
Oh boy. Alright, and we're done with that. That's that. Oh. We have a cutscene.
Hey there, traveler! All wrapped up for the day? Paimon hears you did a great job holding down the fort while she was out delivering drinks with Glenfiddia.
Whatever the reason, the Honorary Knight is clearly one of the most talented mixologists in Mondstadt. Considering how short a time he's been doing this, I believe that someday he has the potential to give the legendary bartender at the Cat's Tail a run for her money.
I fully support your decision, Grandmaster. The Honorary Knight has really put in the hard yards. The drink stand will remain open for a little while longer to provide a proper welcome to our returning expedition members. Then, once we locate suitable premises, we also plan to look at operating a permanent service.
Hooray! Everyone in the Knights of Favonius will get to drink all the delicious cocktails they like!
Nothing short of what I'd expect from a true disciple of Hertha. You've really considered this thoroughly, Glenfidia.
Also, if I may, Honorary Knight, regarding the special cocktails you've developed, would you mind leaving the recipes with us? We'd like to add them to the official menu.
Paimon feels like there's something you still want to say. Let Paimon have a guess.
No.
Based on your personality, you probably want to introduce the origin of each different cocktail. That way, customers will know who inspired you to create these amazing drinks.
No problem at all. If you need, I can even have someone draft the paperwork on your behalf to secure you the rights to these new recipes.
I hope when we recruit some new bartenders, they'll be able to learn from your incredible skills. Even if they can't quite match your work, if they could be 2/3 as good, that would still make them industry leaders.
Okay, so we've done that. Which means we're gonna grab our rewards. That's the real thing we want here, is these primos. And then the last one is this. This is the last thing for the day. Not even gonna bother reading that. We're gonna do a score multiplier. We'll do 4. Line up. Since we can use these characters, we might as well. We'll do Jean, and then who else would be good? I do like Varka. Like, I'm not gonna go for him, but he's a good character.
Leave a scar.
The story has only just begun! Powering. Ah! Ah! Maria sweeping in! Cha!
Barbados, guide us. Illusion shattered.
Stop that! Stay your hand! The abyss is burning shadow!
On me.
Charge!
Oh, and there's Jean. Huh.
Get back! The abyss is burning!
I swear by my sword.
Thunder! Burn! Maria sweeping in! Stay away from me!
Wind, hear me.
Thunder! Devouring claw!
Hmm. Not enough for 4 stars, huh? Well, okay. Well, as long as I get 2, I think I'm good. All I want are the Primogens. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, we'll do this.
Start the clock! I see everything.
By my spark, the night burns! Yeah! Yeah! Hi! Da! Yeah! Hut! Hit! Hit! Faster! I swear by my sword!
Namin Anami.
The Temple of
Welcome.
Wisdom. Let's move!
Yeah! Running late again! Ultimate flying kick! Hit! Hit! Yeah! Hut! Yeah!
Is a quick D, welcome. Make your dinner. Didn't realize I was being raided. I appreciate that. I'm not playing the Pinocchio game, sadly. I'm just doing Genshin Impact because of the update, but next time will be the Pinocchio game.
Hero incoming! Hero incoming! It's justice o'clock! Heads up! Start the clock! Controlled breathing! Yeah! Wind, hear me!
This may turn a little.
Headbutt! Hit! Charge! Height! Yeah! Hut! Hut! Hit! Hut! Yeah! Heads up! Quick as a flash! On my mark! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah!
This is really what we want to do right here. Yeah. Whoop.
You ought to stand down! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Faster! Stronger! Let's...
Oh, I might not be able to get my 2 stars. Nope. Try that again. We need at least 2 stars for this. Okay, let's do this again. I'm not very good at using Varessa, honestly.
It's justice o'clock! Yeah! But... Yeah! Charge! Da! Yeah! Hut! Hero incoming! Yeah! Hut! Quick as a flash! Start the clock! One fell swoop! Hero incoming! Headbutt! Look out below! Ow, ow, ow!
There we go.
Ah!
Oh,
It's justice o'clock! Charge! Yeah!
Beauty Clara, hello.
It's justice o'clock!
How are you doing today?
Yeah! Kapow! Faster, stronger! Start the clock! Cha! Charge! Oof! Kapow!
Nice. You ever play Genshin Impact before? Oop.
Yeah! Oof! Maximum power! Hero incoming! Quick as a flash! On! Headbutt! Look out below! It's justice o'clock!
Ah, finally, 2 stars. Yes.
Ow, ow, ow! Too strong! Yeah! Kapow!
So you're like a follow me, or follow you if you follow me back kind of person. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. After characters trigger the lunar cycle reaction. Ooh, in that case, I should probably use Columbina. I still need to get her to level 90. Yeah, whatever, it'll be fine.
Without further ado,
You played Genshin before?
the sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Smite the dust!
Go get him, Aiden! Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Surge. 3 moons converge.
I swear by my sword! Be cleansed! Lofty wisdom will show us the way! Smite the dust!
Whoa. A new moon rises.
Light compels you!
I noticed this character looks like Jean. Ooh. Weird. All right.
Surge. A moonlit night for all.
So yeah, we need to build up that crystallization right there.
Divine light, shield them!
Chat, like what would you want to do a video call after this?
Be cleansed! The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Foolish and ignorant!
Wane. A new moon rises.
Be gone, Shadow of Darkness!
Whoop. Alright, here we are. This is what we want. Well, we're pretty much already done anyways. We don't actually need to do too much. Oh. Aim for this middle one. There.
A moonlit night for all. Surge.
Divine light, shield them!
You got this!
I think that's fine. I don't need more stars for that one. So they've got Skirk in this one, which means we probably want another icy, another cryo user. Yeah, the activation is frozen, so we want to freeze people. Hey, you! Oh, did you sleep well? Mikey, did you sleep well? Thought maybe he'd stick around. But nope, he's done. He's off. Alright, start with wind. Or what? Hydro.
Fearless. Glaze over. Wind, hear me. Fearless.
And
Paradigm shift.
I will say I don't like her English voice actor.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. No touching. This is long overdue. Barbados, guide us. Fearless. Ha. Ha. Merciless. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. All hail. Born of ice and frost. Wind, hear me. Merciless. Another star goes out. Annihilate. Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. I swear by my sword. This is long overdue. Huh? Merciless. Ha, ha. Ha, ha.
Daiki, hey, what are you doing?
Merciless. Ha. Rain cutter. Blaze over. Wind, hear me. Ha. Into the void. Ha, ha. Ha, ha. Ha. No, my sword. Let me weave you.
Alright, there we go. Select stage. How many more stages? I've got 2 stages left. But oh, Chaska. Been a while since I've used her. I actually really wanted her, but I did not manage to get her when she came along. It was very sad. I don't need her. After active characters consumes night soul points, attack and crit damage are increased. Do I have any good characters for that? Suppose I can just stick with her. I don't use Ganyu much anymore.
Open fire! Bullseye! Yeah!
Knock him down. Time to say hello.
Barbados, guide us.
For Rex Lepus!
Bullseye! Bullseye!
Yikey, what are you doing? Come on up here. Yikey.
Hold on to your hats.
Take me up!
Tell me what you see.
Wind, hear me.
All hail!
Let's ride! Bullseye! Fire in the hole!
Go! You're free now!
Go as one! I swear by my sword! Ha!
Hold on to your hats.
Open fire! Wind, hear me.
For Rex Lepus! No touching!
Time to say hello.
Bullseye!
Knock him down.
No, I don't think we need to do this last one. Yeah, we go. Nike, you want to come up here? And let me get the cat up here for a bit. Just a spell. Nike. You come up? Come on. Oh, good jump. Oh, you can't even see him right now. He's right here on the edge. Here he is. Nike. Come here. Go. Have some water. Come on. You're not gonna have some water? Alright, he's gone. You already had the chicken. I'd love to say he's showing me affection, but he actually just wants whatever, like, little chicken dust I've got on my fingers. There's dehydrated chicken in that little red pouch I've got. And sometimes the chicken, like, gets crushed and it becomes like a powder. That's what he's taken. So, since he's over here, we'll just he's over here so you can see him. Lunar charge. So we want Columbina. I will say, despite the fact that Columbina is still at level 80, she's actually one of my best supports.
Close your eyes. The night cometh.
Ding dong! Three moons converge. Wane. I swear by my sword.
Be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Yeah! Rash attack! A new moon rises. Surge.
Close your eyes. The long sleep beckons.
What we got here?
A moonlit night for all. Flow.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Close your eyes.
A new moon rises.
Observe.
Ding dong water bomb. Kerplunk!
Be silent. The long sleep beckons.
Look, a rainbow! Three moons converge. Surge.
Observe.
A moonlit night for all.
Alright, and there we go. Oh, we got a 4-star. That was, I believe, yep, that's the last one. I don't think we have any more challenges left. I think that was the last challenge for this entire event. Oh, we don't need to, we're just gonna leave. And there we go. That was it. So we'll grab that. Then we'll grab whatever we get over here. I haven't really been focusing. Oh. Then after this, I'm going to head off and feed my cat. Because yes. Yeah, we did all that. We could obviously go for the 5 stars, but we're not gonna. So let's get all of these. Phantasmal Star. And, okay. So I think that's something that you wear. That your, whatever your mannequin wears. But we've got no need of that. So, hey. Come on, kiddo. Give me a second. I'm gonna feed my cat. He's obviously hungry. So I'm gonna really quickly, I'm gonna put this on, taking a short break. I'm gonna get my cat some food. Ike, are you hungry? All right, as you can see, the cat. Oh no, as you cannot see. Hang on. As you can see, the cat is eating. I'm gonna do this just so you have him in your visuals. Meanwhile, I'm gonna continue playing. We've got this. So we're already mostly there. We're just gonna go up here. It's a good thing I'm not doing combat right now.
Ah, we made it! Wow, the whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
Old man talk.
You look pretty
Back when I was your age,
late night yesterday?
I walked up the hill both ways.
Sleep at all. Now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
Didn't we just make him some drinks?
I see. Understood. I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you, and to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps.
I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Probably with her daughter.
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And, of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story firsthand.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait.
Oh, this is where we stole the lyre.
Or, borrow the holy lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre. Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I get the feeling we're mocking him.
Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming
Did you
from?
already finish?
Probably that small...
Bro.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with
Alright,
the
Cat's
aliens.
finished eating. I don't know what he's gonna do now, but
If you get stuck at any point, you can contact
see him.
me
You
through
can
this
see him right
magic,
over here.
and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You know, I once heard a theory that Venti was secretly the strongest Archon. Don't know how true that is. Enter the basement.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Wow, that looks chaotic.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Varka wasn't here.
If this keeps up, the Holy Liar's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. Ah, it looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear.
Are those two shooting the shit when they should be fighting?
I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you.
Been a long time since I've actually seen
As
Barbara
you see,
in
Trevor,
a
the
scene.
situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
Okay, let's head off. And we're just gonna breeze past these people.
The Holy Liar! There it is! Well, well, well.
Oh my god.
Outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
Oh my god, it's Fischl. Fischl was my first favorite character in this game. Because she's basically a JoJo reference.
You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the lyre down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Electro-Sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an Electro-Sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you.
Every time I see her, I'm reminded of why I love her.
Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests. The Holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
That's just kind of funny.
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
There's a gliding champion of the Fatui? Alright, here we go. I pretty much already caught her. No, not anymore.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
Really?
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Ooh. Mud in my eyes. Ugh.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
So I can't actually catch her, I just have to follow her.
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste.
Of course not.
So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just Diluc. Should be a total piece of cake.
Okay, off we go.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects
Oh.
the ground beneath their feet.
There's our perpetually broke mage.
End of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
Oh god.
Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barberloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rheindatter, I suppose.
Yeah, 'cause she's dead.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
Oh, right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
What she said at the beginning. Don't remember. Huh. So... Yep. Okay, I get it. 1, 2, 3. We're basically creating a puzzle here. Just gonna follow these little pieces, and as they light up... Here we are.
We made it!
I spy with my little eye a Shota bot. Shota boy.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the liar.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatous.
Wait, but
Why would you just tell us
we
that?
only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste.
Of course.
All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Such a shame.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight.
I
We
agree.
had to stand off against all of you. It made sense.
He's terrified.
Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right. And I've been told you
I
have
think he's just
quite a
kind of
few
scary.
tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Oh boy.
Do I have to say it?
Something tells me it's embarrassing.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he goes.
We'll go. Ooh, nope, not that way. This way, I guess. Oh, it's Bennett!
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
We're calling Varka a kid? The motherfucker?
You can't run!
I think this is the first time I've ever had 4 people in here.
Looks like Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatous. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatous costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui in Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all. Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan. How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Okay, now we gotta get the next key. Go this way.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
Oh. Coin pouch. Oh my god, it's... Of course. Where's my coin pouch? A heavy pouch filled with tokens. Right. Because she is broke as fuck.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it.
What?
Let's talk business, shall we?
My god. I say let's start with a good 4500. That seems like a reasonable offer to me.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? Alright, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament. Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexenzirkel never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Now, Klee is such an innocent little
This one's a big deal in hydromancy.
pyromaniac.
Spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Okay. So now we got one more left. This way?
The road ahead is almost completely blocked.
Oh, snap. We're gonna use Venti for this.
Isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
You know what? We'll stick with Venti. Oh, it's Durin.
What? They handed over their crests?
Looks like the decision has been made for me, then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Timid Fatui Guard B.
That's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Alright, we got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
Okay. Return.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Up we go. Uh-oh. Was I too late? I was too late. Hang on. There.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
And we're dealing with Fischl.
There it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the lyre up! Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the lyre was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Okay, so...
Look, the Raven's get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's your chance.
I switch to Varka just because I can.
Group 2, reinforce.
This is a bit easy. Oops.
On me.
Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
Oh, so they just reappear? Oops.
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Think you can...
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein.
Mm.
It seems this is the end of the road.
Barbados, guide us.
So do I just not do anything? There we go. Here he is.
All right. I give up. Just don't hit... All right. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This rule was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
Be gentle. Alright, we're gonna give our strongest member.
Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Poke.
Ah, it's open.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about? Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Ah, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together. I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
I don't really want to go up there, but I guess I gotta. Alright. Going up with the foot goddess. Damn it. For real? Okay. And finally. There.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome.
I'm fairly certain that the traveler is old enough to drink.
That's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place. Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad. I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that land also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire. Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we? I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable. Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plan.
I actually wonder if Snezhnaya will be the final stop.
Remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morak signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True.
Is that way of him saying he's overpowered?
Civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect that Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Notcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
Oh my god. They killed all the fish.
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Oh my god!
When can I play with the magic toy you made me?
No!
Soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
No wonder Klee's such a menace.
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Wow, her mom's an enabler? Holy shit. Her mom's a bad influence. Alright. So we've been at this for about 4 hours. We're gonna head off. I got a cat to play with. And he's being patient, so I'm not gonna keep him waiting. Also, I have to eat dinner. Yuri, Odinator, Raven, D. He's off to dinner, but D. I appreciate you guys popping in, and I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you later.